Hi, boys and girls. It's Mrs. Espinosa back again with my good friend Ice. We are here today. We just wanted to show you some cute pictures before we even start, just to make you happy. I don't know about you, but in our house, sometimes when we get a little stressed out, we love to look at cute animal pics or watch cute animal videos for a little break in between our work. So there's an idea for you if you're getting frustrated this week. So Ice picked out some really cute pictures he wanted you to look at just to make you happy and to make you smile. And Ice and I want to say thank you to everyone who is sending us pictures of your safe places and showing us what you're doing and watching our videos. We get so excited when you show us pictures or when we even see that you turned in. That means you watched our video. It just makes us feel happy because we hope we're able to help you a little bit. So this week we have a new book for you, and it goes along with Mrs. Eames' read aloud about Sophie and Schubert having to stay home. So we've noticed Sophie and Schubert in Mrs. Eames' books are having lots of feelings. They're feeling sad and grumpy and just blah. They don't quite know how they feel. They just don't feel happy and calm. And guess what? That is happening here at our house. Ice and I are seeing it, and Ice sees it with his brother and his sister. And we know that other people are feeling it too because we call moms and dads and we talk to them about how they're doing with all this. And your moms and dads are telling us that you're feeling all these feelings too sometimes. And we loved this part of Mrs. Eames' books at the end, where they all snuggled together and hugged and said, "We can handle staying home. It's hard, but we can handle it." And then they did 3 slow, deep breaths together and they relaxed. And sometimes here at our house, Ice and I, with his brother and sister, we have to do the same thing. We just have to take a little break and do a little breathing to make ourselves feel calm again. Because, boys and girls, this is really hard. We've never done learning like this before from our house. And so it's new and it's okay to have some feelings. And we might be happy sometimes, but sometimes we might not. And we have to remember to take a break and just relax. So this week, we have a book called A Little Spot of Sadness. It's a story about empathy and compassion. Those are fancy words that mean feeling your feelings and understanding that other people can be feeling feelings too, which is something we all have to do right now. If you noticed in that story about Schubert and Sophie, everybody in that house was having feelings. And this is really hard right now because we're all together in the house and we're all feeling feelings. And so today we're going to talk about how we can help each other and ourselves. So this book is written and illustrated by Diane Albert. Hi, I'm a peaceful spot, and this blue spot is a sadness spot. What is a sadness spot? Oh, it looks like it needs a hug. A sadness spot can show up when someone is feeling upset, disappointed, or if they experience loss. So, right now, boys and girls, you might be feeling upset or disappointed, or even feeling like a loss because we can't go back to school. We can't see our friends. We can't see our teachers. So, these are all feelings that we're feeling, and that's okay. Sadness is one of the many emotions we can experience every day. Other emotions are anxiety and anger too. We all have these emotions inside of us, but we feel best when we are able to calm them down into a peaceful spot. You will see both small and large spots of sadness. Having your sadness spot around is okay, but when it stays too long or becomes too big, it doesn't make you feel very good. So that's why I'm here to show you how to recognize when someone else's sadness spot shows up and how to help them find a peaceful spot And I'll also show you how to manage your own sadness spot too. A sadness spot is unique. That means special because it is one of the few emotions that other people can help you with. That's why I want to show you how to spot it. Crying is one of the ways a sadness spot releases energy, which can help you feel better. It can also show you when a person is feeling down, so you can go and help them find their peaceful spot. It's also important to know that a sadness spot may be there even if someone is not crying. You can look at their body language too. We talked about body language with Mrs. Y. I remember we talked about how to see someone's body and know what they're feeling. So if you see someone frowning or moping, their sadness spot is definitely nearby. This person could use a friend. Loneliness can cause your sadness spot to get bigger too. Think about right now, you might be feeling lonely, boys and girls, or maybe people in your house are feeling lonely. If you see someone who could use a friend, ask them if they are okay and be there to listen. If you have experienced or felt what they are going through, let them know they are not alone and you are there for them. So, right now, you could say that to maybe a brother or sister, or even your mom or dad or grandma, whoever lives at your house. If they're feeling sad or frustrated about all this staying home, you could say, I see you look a little sad. I have felt that way too about not being able to go back to school. And then show them how you calm down. You are calming their sadness spot with empathy. That means you understand how they feel. It can be common to see an anxiety spot with a sadness spot. So, like when a new kid arrives to class, they could be worried and sad at the same time. You can help them feel more welcome by saying hello and introducing them to your friends. You are calming their sadness spot with compassion. I miss my friends. What if I don't fit in? Hi, hello, you can hang out with me. Maybe two people at your house might have an anxiety spot with a sadness spot because of everything that's going on right now and not being able to go to work or school or go to your friends' parties. So sometimes we might be seeing anxiety spots and sadness spots in our own house. A sadness spot can be a little sneaky, like when it shows up before you decide how to react to the problem. Sometimes it takes the help of others to see it's only a tiny problem that can easily be fixed. You are calming their sadness spot with teamwork. I lost my unicorn. I can help you find it. Is this it? That happens at our house. Something little like my pencil broke. I can't find my book. And suddenly someone is crying. It sneaks up on us in lots of ways lately. You might also see a sadness spot appear when someone has lost a pet or a friend or a family member. Being there to give them a hug and talk about the happy times they shared with that person or pet can help them feel the love will always be in their heart. You are calming their sadness spot with love. And right now, boys and girls, you might feel like you lost your teacher because you can't go back to school and see her again. Or you might feel that same kind of loss by not seeing your friends. So just giving each other hugs and remembering happy times in your classroom with your friends or happy times with your teacher, that can also help you feel the love that will always be in your heart. Your Musselman teachers and your Musselman family is always in your heart, boys and girls, even if you can't be near them. Sometimes you might see a sadness spot show up when someone misses a loved one who is far away. Just like we talked about, we can't go to school. Our friends and our Musselman family are far away. Having a friend to have fun with can really help. You are calming their sadness spot with friendship. This is fun. Why don't you try? There are ways to calm your own sadness spot too. Some days you just feel sad and you aren't really sure why. When you feel like being alone and no one is there to comfort you, music, drawing, and writing can help relax your mind. You are calming your sadness spot with creativity. That happened this week at our house. Ice's sister was just having a rough time getting some of her work done. It was making her miss her friends even more when she had to go on Google Classroom. So she took a little break and just drew some pictures and got some creativity out, and then she felt better. If your sadness spot doesn't go away, I know a trick you can try. So look at your hand and imagine there's a blue spot and a green spot on your palm, just like this. So hold out your hand and get ready. Repeat after me. Circle the spots in the middle of your palm. Count the swirls down to calm. Around and around twice more. 1, then 2, then 3, then 4. Each time you trace around the spots, take a deep breath to calm your thoughts. Did you like that? So remember, you circle the spots around your palm and you say the poem. Wow, that feels really nice way to calm down. I'm so glad that you've learned how to calm down sadness spots. So let's remember our little trick. Let's try it one more time together. I will say it nice and slow, and I'll give you some time to repeat after me. So put out your hand and imagine that blue and green spot. Circle the spots in the middle of your palm. Count the swirls down to calm. Around and around twice more. 1, then 2, then 3, then 4. Each time you trace around the spots, take a deep breath to calm your thoughts. Great job, boys and girls. Guess what? Ice and I loved this book, and we really liked this one because we can do it anywhere we go. So you can imagine your own spots, or you can trace your hand and color them and use a piece of paper. You could even cut it out and hang it in a safe place, or hang it in your bedroom, or someplace you go to calm down. Or maybe you keep that little hand in your pocket to remind you. Ice liked this one so much, he asked me to make one for him. Here he is doing some calming down. So Ice just wants to remind you again, you can use a safe place anytime, anywhere. He really likes to cuddle up in his blankie when he does a safe place. And don't forget our steps. I am going to the safe place. Then I calm down and I pick one of my 4 breathings. I can also use any of the hand exercise breathings we've learned with our read alouds. I feel, talk about how you feel. I choose something to help you calm more, and then solve. So there's our poster again. Just if you want to stop the video and look at it, maybe you need to use it right now. Who knows? So remember, we also have this breathing with our hand where I say from the tip of my finger to the middle of my palm, I can do this. I can be calm. This worry grew too big and cannot stay. Take a deep breath and blow it away. So Ice wanted to remind you, you can use that breathing in the safe place instead of the other 4 that we have. And you could always put a hand like this in your safe place. And there's our poem one more time. If you just want to take a look at it, maybe you want to pause the video and have a grown-up or a big brother or sister read it with you. You could also print it out. I can give you the link or I can make a page. I'll add it into the assignment. So if you want to print out the poem, you can. Remember, here's our 4 breathings: the star, the balloon, the drain, and the pretzel. And if you forget how to do them, don't forget Mrs. Eames did a great video in the beginning. You can always go back and find her video and look at the breathing and practice with her. Now, Ice wanted to show you the safe places we have in our house. So Ice has a sister. Her name is Ceci, and this is the safe place Ceci set up. It's on the floor in her bedroom. She put a blanket down and some pillows and some of her favorite books and coloring and stuffed animals. And we wanted to show you our sensory calming jar. We made these a couple of weeks ago, and we're going to show you how. They've really been helpful. So, Ice wanted to show you something Ceci loves to do. She has a little stuffed animal, and she has a brush. And sometimes when she's really upset, she likes to brush the stuffed animal's fur, and it really calms her down. So you could choose that as one of your eye calms or as one of your eye solves. Now, here is a big kid safe place. So guess what? Ice has a big brother who's 12. His name is Tonio, and Tonio is almost a teenager. So he doesn't want a safe place like a corner with a pillow. He just likes to lay down on the ground and cover up with some pillows and stuffed animals and take his sensory bottle and just chill out by himself. So sometimes a safe place can look like this, just some blankets and pillows on the floor. Ice wanted you to see that in case you don't have a spot where you can go. Now, this is what Ice and I are so excited to show you about. We made these calming bottles by ourselves. So at the top is a link to the video that we used to help us make our bottle. We used an empty bottle. We used clear glue, not the white kind, glitter, and then we put some fun little objects in and a little bit of food dye. Now remember, you have to do this with a grown-up. You cannot do this by yourself and make a big mess. That will make everybody more frustrated and upset. So ask a grown-up for help. Now down at the bottom, I have a few extra videos. So there's one that shows a bunch of different ways. There's all kinds of things you can put in your calming bottle. So just for some ideas. Then I put 2 that have some Spanish. Now one has Spanish words just for the ingredients, but it's music and she's just putting the stuff in. And you could probably figure it out if you watch it. The other one at the bottom is only in Spanish. That's for moms and dads who may not speak English. If you want to listen to a mom in Spanish explain how she's going to make her calming bottle, that might be more helpful for you. So go ahead sometime this week, see if you have some time. Don't do it right now. Don't say to your mom and dad, we have to do this now. But if you want to and your parents have time and they're not busy and working, you can ask them, maybe sometime soon, you could try to make a calming bottle. And here's some pictures too, just to give you some more ideas of what they look like and some words that you could Google if you wanted to, like calm down bottle or sensory bottle. Okay, so those are things for some grown-ups that they could like Google and find some ideas to help them make a bottle for you. So boys and girls, as always, I'm going to end with my favorite slide. Remember, you are safe. You can handle this. Remember to stop and smile, take a deep breath and relax. Now, this week I have two videos. The first one is a video for your whole family. It's our friend Jamie at Cosmic Zen Den, but she has a message that I just think would be great for everybody to hear, especially grown-ups and older kids. She kind of just makes it real and helps us see our feelings are okay and we're all having these feelings. So I just kind of stuck that extra one in case any of the grown-ups watching with you or older siblings or cousins might want to watch it too. This is not easy and we all need the help that is out there. So take a look and see if you like it. Then there's a video to relax with my friend about making movies in your mind. So, boys and girls, I hope that you're all being safe and staying home and doing any work that you can. What you get done, you get done. We love you and we miss you. And we are so proud of you for being so brave and doing such a great job during this time. And we're proud of your families and grateful for all their help and support. And I miss you. And here we go. Hold up your hands. Here I go. I'm going to take a deep breath in. Can you feel it? Here it comes. I'm sending you all my wish wells and all my love. Put it in your heart until my next video.